4th overall pick of the New Jersey Devils back in 2021. Back for his sophomore year. Here's LaCombe now. Smooth skater, carries in, high shot, and he scores! A snipe over the shoulder of Portillo, and Minnesota draws first blood. It's 1-0.
Playing forward with 2 defensemen, and you say, well, why do they pick him? Well, this is just, he's a converted forward. This is his 6th year as a defenseman, and boy, Bob Motzko, talk about pulling the right strings, 9-13.
A one-timer from LaCombe, he scored! Minnesota ties it with 24 seconds to play.
And obviously the goalie's pulled, so they've got the extra man, and I understand that, but they were just giving him a little too much space, a little too much time, and some great saves by Bischel, but finally it's LaCombe, and that one just missed. But LaCombe on the back end with a rocket, and right there, just inside the left post as he looks at it, as we look at it here. Oh, and that went through the legs by the shin pad of Boltman.
Now it's on the half wall to Ryan Johnson, his defensive partner. Back to LaCombe. LaCombe now working to his backhand. LaCombe's got a good look at it, and he scores! LaCombe dances his way to the far side, and the backhand fools the Ritter, and we're deadlocked at 1.
He's done it with his defensive play. All of a sudden, we talked about it, the Gophers have had a lot of momentum in this period, but unable to do so. He crosses the goal, or the Fighting Hawks up there, gets an opportunity to use those feet. The former Shattuck star there shovels in the backhand, I believe, off the far post and in, beating DeRitter there. Look at that emotion as he celebrates with his opportunities on the power play, knowing, hey, Jackson LaCombe is not coming back.
Jackson LaCombe scores on the power play.
Just when I talk about Jackson LaCombe not coming back, he is not going to pass up, bring him to the National Hockey League here. Quick little bump back, and he leans into this one, and a laser beam.
He has had a cannon in the past 3 series. Notre Dame, Michigan, and now Michigan State.
Players get to the net so he can have a pass for deflection.
LaCombe scores! He carried the puck all the way off the side wall, circled across ice, finally had the lane he likes, and he beats Bischel for the game's first goal. It's 1-0 Minnesota.
You talk about patience, Jackson LaCombe shows it in this play. Yep, he's all the way down in the corner opposite of the upper area of the offensive zone. He scores this goal. Head up, looking for a lane, looking for players to pass to. Finally,
Back in 2007. Jackson LaCombe, a blast! He scores! Right on cue, Fred. You talked about him. LaCombe on the back end, turning it into offense, and Minnesota evens the terms at 1 apiece. LaCombe, the leading scorer on the Gophers, hammers one short side. I don't think Jakob Dobush will be too happy with it. We'll see if he was screwed.
Met there by Hallam. Zone held at the point. One-timer. LaCombe scores!
Good to be able to shoot it like that. Mason Nevers drives deep. There's key number 1. Look at Snuggerud come in and Kester over to LaCombe. That is team hockey right there. Nevers drives deep. He's supported by Snuggerud. Kester's there. LaCombe is smart, wise enough to get to open ice, get the pass, and fire it.
Minnesota. LaCombe, a blast and scores! He's been known for his distribution, but here he delivers and beats DeRitter for a 2-0 Minnesota lead.
Talking about it would be a good thing for the Spartans to get out of this period scoreless. Minnesota strikes a second time. Jackson LaCombe opening up there, waiting on the one-timer. A lot of puck watching here. Opens up that lane. Nope.
Legendary coach that these 2 schools share. Score! Off the draw! 3-1 Minnesota!
Directed wide.
side penalty upcoming. This play is not dead yet. LaCombe shoots. He scores! Jackson LaCombe! How about the defenseman? And Minnesota has their first lead of the night, 5-4.
There was a delayed penalty call coming. I think there was a slash right there on Sammy Walker's stick, but he knows he's got carte blanche that the whistle will be blowing on a Penn State touch, and he comes down into the right circle and buries one past audio.
Hughlin to LaCombe's left. Scores! LaCombe!
Named Matthew Nyes right on the doorstep, and Jackson LaCombe just hoists a little twisted wrister in here in the hockey world.
It's the same as the next day when I became the #1 goalie and the biggest story, quite frankly, in college hockey.
Here's a break for Cooley, a backhander. Score! Staying on for tripping. Minnesota 0 for 2 on the power play, but they get one here. Jackson LaCombe, #2 with the shot. And
skate, he got it right back, gets it back to Fish. Now over to LaCombe, he shoots, it's off Galata's pad, and it ricochets home.
This guy, Freddie McMahon, is he good and solid on the back line for the Gophers? Way in front, and they score!
With his second of the night. Finds a lane.
For 9, shoots, and Bischel makes the save. LaCombe still has it. Centering feed, and Myers scores.
Teams up front, interesting twist in your mind?
Well, hey, with these guys.
Here's Nelson, gets in, right in, and he scores!
With an ankle injury. Jackson LaCombe gives it to him. Owen Power trying to catch.
watch out, shorthanded. Sammy Walker walks in. Waiting, Napier able to make the save, but he can't stop the rebound. Jackson LaCombe, shorthanded goal for Minnesota.
Well, it goes from bad to worse in the power play for the Buckeyes, not scoring in 3 straight. And they've got possession. Neutral zone turnover. And McLaughlin and Walker go to work. And so does Jackson LaCombe. The Minnesota D showing they'll join the rush even when they're down a man.
The forecheck. Freshman out of Pittsburgh. Shot from the point, deflected, and gets through for the opening goal. Well, the shot came from Jackson LaCombe. We'll take another look. Here's the shot from LaCombe. And there was traffic in front. Not just Snuggerud might have gotten the read.
Taking off is Blake McLaughlin, shorthanded with Jackson LaCombe. LaCombe shoots. He scores! Consecutive nights of shorthanded goals for Jackson LaCombe.
Boy, did he jump. Westland, who's no slouch in the speed department, was trying to catch up. McLaughlin found the passing lane, sold like he was maybe going wide, and Jackson LaCombe makes no mistake.
Confidence shaken. You don't want to give them a spark in any way.
6-0. Another power play goal, and again, that power play will not stop because it's a 5-minute major, so they just keep coming in waves.
That almost looked like maybe a little bit of a knuckle puck. Yeah, that puck was it was bouncing towards him, and then I think it was blocked.